39 minutes, time of possession. What's the significance of that stat?
Oh, that's huge. You know, that's just our offense. That's kind of how we like to control the ball, and credit to our defense too of getting us the ball back. I'm not sure the numbers, but third down conversions there in the second half seem really big for us. Staying on the field, and you know, we just wear down teams, and that's what happened today.
John, it seemed like it was tough sledding there for the running backs today. Talk about how much of a grind this game was, how physical and magical it was.
Oh, well, you know, they're an unbelievable team. You know, they got great guys all over. You know, they got All-Americans. They got, you know, great linebacking core. They're all veterans. And, you know, we knew it was going to be this type of game coming in. It was going to be a ground and pound physical football game because, you know, they're a great program and they got great tradition and pride. And we knew it was going to be tough. But I like to say at the end of the day, we were up for the challenge.
Christian, have a play on kind of feel to it out there today?
Yeah, it did. It felt. I mean, we knew going in it was going to be 1 versus 3, and you know, they would come in feeling disrespected because of the whatever the Vegas line was, but we knew they're a great team, and we knew it was going to be all 4-quarter battle.
How important was your interception to kind of help change the tide of the game?
Well, we always talk about getting 3 turnovers, and unfortunately, I think we only had 1, and I was just happy to get the ball back in the offense's hands so they could pound the rock and melt some clock.
What did you play on offense, Christian?
Something different. It was cool. I don't know, just happy to help out where I can, I guess.
How long had that been in the works? Is that something you've been thinking since Iowa State?
Yeah, well, we started working on it in the spring, and I took some reps in the summer and caught some balls with the quarterbacks, and we just here and there just keep working on it when we can.
Carson, red zone offense wasn't spot on today by any means. What are your thoughts on not scoring? Was it frustrating, or what do you think?
I came in at halftime, and you know, I was happy to be up, but at the same time, it was real frustrating to get down there and only come away with 3. I really appreciated Adam Keller, though. He came up huge for us today with all those field goals, and yeah, it was frustrating. But you know, that's the way it goes sometimes, and credit their defense as well. You know, they kind of stiffened up in the red zone there on us. So, but we're just happy to come out with a win.
John, talk a little bit about having such a reliable kicker that if you can't get the 6 points that you have now, you know it's get you at least.
Well, I'll tell him he's the greatest kicker in the nation all the time. That 4-toe guy, he got 4 toes, and he's made to be a kicker. So, but it's always great to know at the end of the day you can come away with some points. And at the end of the day, you know, we're a little frustrated that we get in the red zone. We were in the red zone, we didn't score, but you know, they're a great team. You know, that's what great teams do when they find a way to, you know, make stops. And thank God we got a kicker like him, and he knocked 5 of them down, no problem.
John, can you give me an overall thought? After 4 games, you had college game day, you had 1 versus 3. A lot going on so far. Just your overall thoughts.
I think that's just North Dakota State football. I mean, we've had that. What, about 2-3 years in a row? We got game day coming back, and that was always fun. But you know, that's the reason why you come here. You know, you're gonna play in big games, and you're gonna be a part of big events like game day and stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, you got to play football, and I get to go out there and play with these guys every snap, and that's probably the biggest thing about the year is playing with these guys.
This win streak keeps going and going. Coach mentioned you probably see it a lot on social media more than anything. Win streak. How do you guys deal with that?
I mean, we kind of just don't talk about it. We just talk about being 1-0 at the end of the week. You know, we don't go and say we need to win this many games to keep the streak going, because once you start getting consumed by the streak, then you start to lose focus and lose what your true goal is, and that's win a national championship at the end of the day.
Carson, you got a little connection with Waddle going on so far this year. What is that all about?
Kevin, Grandpa, we call him. He's huge for us. You know, we have a great connection. What do you have? 5 catches today. You know, he's big time for us. Big time tight end, big target. Love throwing to him, and he's always on point with where he needs to be. And then today, you know, it was almost a broken play, and he kind of just found the opening in the back of the end zone there, and I found him. And it's just love having a guy like him that I can always just come back to when there's pressure situations or things like that.
Carson, before you're heading now into the fun stuff in the Valley play. Where do you assess how your game is at as you get started in the conference play?
As a team, we're real excited to be 4-0. Personally, you know, there's been some good games and some bad, highs and lows for me as well. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm gonna critique myself pretty hard as the week goes. But I'm really excited to be 4-0 and looking forward to the Valley play. It's gonna be a grind, that's for sure.
Carson, how big was no turnovers in a game like this?
No turnovers is huge. We pride ourselves on time of possession and controlling the ball. And turnovers in a game like this, I mean, I think it ultimately almost came down to that with the one interception Christian had, a huge play. And I think there was only one turnover in the game, and the team that didn't have one came out with the victory.
Want to be relied on that much? Is it kind of a catch-22 when you get that much action?
Yeah, you know, a couple of guys said, you know, it's never a good thing when the kicker's the player of the game, but no, it's always fun to be able to be as a part of the game as possible. You know, last year I only had 9 field goals made, and you know, coming into the third game of the year, now I already have 9 makes this year. So it's fun to be able to get out there. You know, only doing the field goals. It's fun to be able to get out there and you know, have some exposure out there.
From a health standpoint, you know, I know you're feeling better than you have in the past. How's that changed how you perform in the field?
You know, I feel 10 times better than I did last year at this time. And actually, my doctor who did my surgery, Benjamin Noonan, was on the sideline today. So that was pretty cool. It was his first Bison football game. But you know, Sanford Health did a great job with me, and you know, I feel great.
Was there anything you had going today, or did you just come out confident, or what was kicking those field goals like for you this game?
You know, I came into the game thinking, and I talked to Ben at pregame meal, and I said, you know, I think I'm going to have a bunch of field goals today. He's like, yeah, well, I hope not. And then, anyways, my number was called, and you know, I was able to deliver, which was always good.
You hear that type of ovation from the fans after they announced that you set a school record for field goals made.
Yeah.
What type of moment was that for you?
Well, it was even sweeter because my grandparents came in from Pennsylvania. They drove 22 hours to be here. So, you know, I greeted them after the game, and they had tears in their eyes. So, God, it was a special moment for me and my family that came in from Pennsylvania.
Do you feel pressure since they did drive 22 hours? If you had the opportunity, you had to kind of cash in on it?
Well, this is their first time in Fargo, so I think that they're just here to, you know, get a little Adam time and spend a little time in Fargo.